How many times na yenkanchira mu say yenyi bibini ndi? How many times? Ena mo pese yenkanchira mu say yenyi bibini ndi? Yen trusty bibini. How many times? Ena yenkanchira mu say bibini yen trusty bibini. 69-year-old widow dies in car crash in Ghana after losing up to 1 million euros in romance fraud. Yes, say sabre wawe oye UK ni na near abane se enkrofo bi e fraudo no online 1 million euros ena wa be pie Ghana na wanya na nkwanhia wu edien ena ama na be pie Ghana de importing ena siye adenti na woti UK ya sebi wo ya bono kro no a wa be pie Ghana be hia na nkwanhia wu me wa ha me be more full details ni nyina mbe ma every single detail about this story ama wanya honti ase enti hwade o say na story no tie. Mrs. Fordham traveled to Ghana to meet a man named Kofi. Despite her family's desperate attempts to intervene, her daughter Melanie noted that because her mother was legally of sound mind, authorities could not prevent her from going, even though the family believed she had been brainwashed. This mami we say or to kwan abagana baba shia papa be a friend Kofi. Nana na busuya wo mu bonjoso na the family nye happy about it. And so na bi mu da ho bibia ha na we okay ntino obi antimi stop any the man to kwan kwaye ni opeso ye. So they allowed her. Even though the family believed she had been brainwashed, the relationship began when Kofi contacted Mrs. Fordham, claiming to be a doctor who had found her contact information on a phone in a repair shop. He gained her trust by alleging he wanted to help her recover funds lost to previous scams. So ehana asemino wo now ti. Lady way, mami bia ya bono krono some time ago. And crofo as scamming online some time ago. Crofo ya da bono krono online krono ya bi some time ago. And then all finding ways and means to make sure say why we are sound crofo why they what baby a sound crofo no. And most of the times ne sa krono internet krono ya ye frodo abrofi e ya Africa hanam crofo tie. Before ya na we are abrofu no through internet no so say ye nim no. Enti abranti e say oye Kofi oye Ghana ni e contact sa maami we say oye phone repairer na ye the phone bi aba hono ma wa repair phone na wi ahun say no conversation bi wo so a eye evidence eye information e wo phone no so a e kire say owo evidence obet my den aboa maame no amana recover na sika na omagino. You understand? Nkomodidie mo na lady said no, I trust this guy obeboa me ama my den ma recover me sika. Mrs. Fordham was killed when their vehicle crashed while traveling from Accra to the Uti region, where they reportedly intended to seek family approval for marriage. Enti maame na oba Ghana abehwehwe ne sika no afedie at the end of the day afedie eba bedani aware nti no mu tukan afren kran akopie Uti region. Now Mama chira wade tiwe. Or say, let me read this part for you. A 69-year-old UK widow, Janet Fordham, died in a car crash. Okay, I don't even need here. Me. Fordham's deal began in 2017 when she joined online dating platforms and connected with a man who claimed to be a British Army sergeant major stationed in Syria. He allegedly convinced her to send money under the pretext of helping him transport gold bars to the UK. Saying a pronoun fast start here. Believing they were in genuine relationship, Fordham told her family they planned to settle down together upon his return. Her daughter-in-law, Melanie Fordham, said she had warned her not to send money. I told her categorically not to send him any. Janet had been sending money to him, but we didn't find out about this until years later. I believe she gave him around 150,000 euros, Melania said. Despite this experience, Fordham was later defrauded again by someone posing as a diplomat, particularly after her UK bank accounts were frozen. Her family said they remain unsure how she became involved in multiple scams over time. Melania explained that Janet Fordham used several channels to transfer money, including bank transactions, post office wire services, and possibly even a travel agent. Eventually, both banks and the post office blocked her from making further transfers after identifying signs of fraud. The situation escalated when another man identified as Kofi contacted Fordham claiming to be a doctor in Ghana who worked part-time at a phone repair shop. He told her he had discovered the phone containing her previous conversations with scammers and offered to help her recover the lost funds. Melania Fordham said Kofi's claim drew her mother-in-law deeper in the situation. Police had earlier tried to intervene. Detective Sergeant Ben Smith told the inquest that officers had spoken to Fordham in 2017, 2020, and 2022, urging her to cut off contact with the fraudsters and stop sending money. However, she continued acting on her own decisions. Even after warnings, Fordham reportedly kept transferring money abroad using Bitcoin and ATM withdrawals, prompting further concern from her family. Reflecting on the situation, Melanie said whether she was in so deep that she couldn't accept it was all gone. She had to keep peeling money in the hope of getting something back. Whether she genuinely believed what she was being told, we will never know. In addition to losing her savings and property, Fordham borrowed around 140,000 euros from relatives, fell behind on loans and credit card payments, and withdrew the maximum daily limit from her pension. In October 2022, she traveled to Ghana to meet Kofi, with whom she had developed a romantic relationship. Melanie said, as a family, we tried everything to stop her, but she was adamant. I spoke to a doctor, sought legal advice, but because she was sound of mind, albeit brainwashed, she was deemed to have capacity and there was nothing we could do. While in Ghana, Fordham and Kofi were traveling from Accra to Otu region to seek family approval for marriage when their vehicle veered off the road and crashed. She sustained fatal injuries in the accident. Detective Sergeant Smith told the inquest there was no third-party involvement in the crash. Kofi later admitted to driving-related offenses and received a suspension prison sentence along with a fine. And so you see, delivering his conclusion, Senior Coroner Philip Spendy said, I conclude that Janet Fordham died as a consequence of a head injury that was probably sustained in a road traffic collision. Mami no, and how fast of him. So story no, say, and a story no, SCA. Mami no free ya. You see, so jibibi ni di bebriya, ni no. Ya scammy wa ma wasa be fat play na free UK, Europe, Africa, Ghana. Esambe wari. Wako wu. Which this story now? I said the family tried to stop her, but one penny. 69 years. Oh God. Made became fantastic. And thank you for being part of this platform. Bye-bye.